Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you as always for joining me. First I just want to say all the, well, it's not crazy amount of views, but for this channel, I've gotten more views about my prayers for Sophie video than just about any one of my other videos combined, so thank you all. Really, I'm just thankful that the message has been able to get out there a little bit more for this little girl, and as an update from everything I've seen, she's been returned back to her father. I will do a little bit more digging, but I don't know if she's fully going to be away from her mother. I think there's some more court things that have to happen before that happens. But I'm just very happy. I feel like, you know, we all made really a difference with that. And, you know, as far as I heard and read as well, as, you know, no other man other than her father is to be around her and all this other kind of stuff. And if even half of that stuff's true, I'm just truly thankful. And I'm sure that little girl is too. And I hope you and your daddy have a wonderful life together. And honey, again, I'm sorry your mother was so bad, but I'm thankful that you're out of that situation. Okay, now I'm going to get into this subject of today's video. I've been wanting to do this one for a while too. I've seen so many things about it. I personally haven't seen this movie, but from what I hear, it's pretty fucked up, the whole premise of it. I'm going to call this one this cuties movie bullshit. If you're not aware that there's, on Netflix, there's a movie called Cuties or something like that, I believe, where, you know, little girls are twerking and all kinds of other shit. God knows what the fuck ever else is going on in it. I don't have Netflix. I haven't had Netflix for over a year or so. Don't feel the need to have Netflix, but if I did, I would definitely be canceling it. And I find it awesome that you know, cancel Netflix is trending so high now. And as far as I'm concerned, every single one of the motherfuckers that either made the movie or is promoting it on Netflix or is defending it and getting on other people for basically calling it trash that it is, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves, every single one of you pieces of shit. It's just crazy to me that this kind of stuff is not only promoted, but on such a big platform like Netflix that, you know, it's just sickening. Again, I've not even begun to watch the movie, don't fucking intend to, because I know it's just going to do nothing but make me mad. Probably want to cry, probably want to throw shit, probably want to beat the fucking dog shit out of whoever made it and everything. I've seen and heard enough that I can make my own assumptions without having to actually watch it to know that it's just beyond fucked up. It's pretty safe to say that, you know, whether you believe in God or not or whatever, but this kind of shit is happening in our world right now like never before. It's a pretty safe bet that we're closer to the end times than not. Now, whether you believe in Revelations, that whole book in the Bible, or you just believe in the rapture or whatever, you know, if you just look, things are worse than ever. Not just with the divisiveness between people, not just with cops being demonized, but I mean, this kind of shit, I mean, this is as evil as you get. Basically glorifying underage girls twerking and dancing in inappropriate ways and auditioning for this movie in the first place and everything else, and throwing their ass and their little fucking pussies up it. I mean, it's just fucking sick. It's beyond fucking sick. I just, God, you know, it's unreal. It's unreal to me. So anybody out there that you're against this too, I'm with you, and I don't know how much can really be done about it. And as far as I'm concerned, everyone should not only cancel Netflix, but boycott the shit. Put these motherfuckers out of business. You know, they've profited too much off of this. And you're just opening the doors wide open for these fucking pedophiles. you know, to sit here and watch this kind of shit and probably pleasure themselves to it. As sick as that is, that's the fucking reality of things, you know? It's unreal to me that this kind of shit is allowed nowadays, and this agenda that's almost being pushed by certain groups. It's disgusting, to say the least. I mean, I can't imagine what good reason anybody would have to justify this or promote it or even put it on your platform. Like, I hope you lose even more millions. I hope you fucking go bankrupt. I hope you're begging people to come back to your platform and give you the money that you make off of millions and millions of us that, well, not myself personally, but a lot of people that use Netflix. I mean, it's disgusting. It's beyond disgusting. I mean, anybody that wants to defend this, you're even worse. You're not only part of the problem, you're actually even worse than the people that have produced this filth, you know? I know, unfortunately, we're never probably going to ever stop child trafficking and child exploitation and sexualizing children and everything, but, you know, if we can do as much as we can to not have it around, I'm all for that shit. I got to tell you. That's the way it should be. This should bother everyone. Unless you are a pedophile type piece of shit, this should literally bother everyone, whether you have children or not. It's just getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. And you know, things like Mambla or whatever the fuck they are, that whole organization that's trying to normalize pedophilia and everything, you know, that I've talked about not too long ago in one of my videos, you know. It's obviously a hot button. This kind of stuff is obviously a hot button because, you know, my Prayers for Sophie video wouldn't have gotten over 200 views that it's gotten as of today in only a week or two. And again, that's small peanuts compared to some channels that get thousands upon hundreds of thousands and millions of views. But for a small channel like mine, I mean, I've not even begun to have anything even close to those numbers. So, you know, it's obviously somewhat of a hot button. It's obviously somewhat of a topic that people care enough about. And to the person that commented and had the nice things to say that you did on that video and everything, I appreciate you very much. And you're right. We do. If we won't save our children, who will? You know, especially fathers and little girls. I mean, you know, it's just, as I've said before, I got a soft spot for that. You know, and you know, it is what it is. But I tell you what, you pieces of shit, you might be able to get away with this stuff on Earth, but you will pay for it one day. And whether that's from God or whoever or whatever's out there in the ether or the universe or heaven or whatever you want to, you will pay. You will pay dearly for this foul-ass shit that you either promote, produce, endorse, what have you. You will pay one day. You will. And you're not going to like what you get, because karma's a bitch. Karma doesn't forget addresses. Karma comes at people for all kinds of reasons, all the time. So, you pieces of shit, keep it up, because your days are numbered. And I somewhat hope that the end times come sooner than later. I've had enough of the bullshit myself. As long as I get to be with my child in eternity or wherever the hell we go, into the ether or whatever, I'm fine with that. I've got no qualms with it whatsoever. I'll go if it's time for us to go. I'll go. Because I know people like this that promote this and endorse this and all this shit, you motherfuckers aren't going to like where you're going. Not at all. Not at all. You ain't gonna like what comes your way. Not at all. That's not for me to decide. That's for a higher power to decide, and a higher being. All I could say is good luck, because you people got some shit coming your way. I just cannot fathom why somebody would even want to watch this. Why somebody would even want to promote this. Why somebody even wants to produce this kind of film. I mean, what good reason do you actually have other than to push the agenda of normalizing pedophilia or making it seem like it's not that bad, therefore normalizing it? You're not going to normalize it. There's people out here like myself that will fight to the fucking death over this shit. You're not normalizing a fucking thing. You might think you're going to, but you're not. So, good luck with that shit. I guess that's going to be it for today. This has been a little hot button. I've seen so much about it, enough to make me sick. Again, I haven't watched it. I refuse to watch it. And one last little thing, to whoever the fuckstick was that thought they were funny, and my last video that I made about the the inappropriate message that someone sent me and trying to basically solicit a young teenage, what looked like a young teenage girl to me, you ought to be ashamed of yourself too. You're a fucking sick piece of shit. And I've turned you into the authorities, and I hope they fucking smack it to you, whoever you are. I really do. I hope they literally throw the fucking book at you, cut your balls off if you're a man, whatever. I don't fucking care. But again, you might be able to get away with a lot on this earth. You won't always get away with it. You might get caught on this earth. You might be punished on this earth. But even if you don't, you will be punished at some point. In the next life, if you believe in reincarnation, or in heaven, if you believe in, or hell or whatever, you will be punished. You will not get away with this kind of shit. So hopefully some of you get the hint and you knock off the bullshit and you repent and you change your ways, because your minds are twisted to a degree that is unfathomable, and just, it's disgusting to say the least. So save our children, love yourselves, love your children, love other people's children, and not in any fucking sick ass way. Watch out for other people's kids if you see something that's off, man. It's not that hard to do. As I've said before, I'd rather somebody be watching out and be wrong than not watch out and be right. You know what I mean? Just think about that. So as always, love yourselves, love one another, save our children, love the children of the world. They are innocent parts of us. They are the innocence of the world. They need not have corruption and corrupted minds and hearts and souls and have their bodies and minds destroyed from shit like this. They need not have that. That's in no way correct or right in any kind of way. I love you all. Thank you all always for the support. Let's keep up the good fight with this stuff, man. It's not cool. It needs to stop. And everyone that fights against it and that fights for justice for this kind of stuff, thank you. Thank you for being in this fight with me and others. You're not alone. And even if we are outnumbered, which I don't feel that we are deep down, some other people just might not get involved with it, but even if we are outnumbered, we'll be mightier in the end. I know that. We have a passion and a drive for this kind of stuff. I never intended on my channel being dedicated to this kind of stuff, but I'm about leaning towards it because it seems to get more of a message out, and that's always what I've wanted, There might be times where I have other videos, and I definitely have a lot of other things I'd like to talk about, but this is something really near and dear to my heart, and I feel like it needs more of a spotlight so some other kind of stuff can get done, and we can kill some of this crap. Thank you as always. I love you all. Goodbye.